Welcome back, guys. So today is all about how I do my nails. This is a set that I did a couple weeks ago and I love how it came out. So I'm just going over everything with you on how I do that as quick as I can. I'm going to show you how I file, how I apply my tips, how I go about dipping each nail differently so I don't have a plain old set. I wanted it to be super unique. I also show you how to use a drill. This is just a drill I got on Amazon. I'm not a pro. This is just tips and tricks I've picked up along the way, and also how to use a UV light. So if this is something you're interested in, give this video a like and stay tuned. So today I am using a new dip powder. This is Vivi Dip Nails. I really love this dip powder, you guys. It's just really easy to work with. The colors are so pigmented, beautiful color range for it being a newer company. I will list their Instagram and their website details down below so you can check them out. And I'm also going to kind of amp up this look with using some rhinestones. I've never done this before. So first things first, you always have to prep the nail. Cuticles especially, this is going to help prevent lifting and just help them last longer. So just really make sure you get in there good. Push those cuticles back, file the excess off. This is just a very soft buffer that's just going to kind of help just loosen that skin without tearing up your nail. So after that, just make sure you brush off all the dust. Now we're going to go in with our tips. I just picked this up from Sally's. It's a super inexpensive set of tips. I'm showing you how I size. As you can see, this one is a teensy bit too big. It kind of goes off the side of my nail just a hair. So I'm trying the next size, and obviously this one was way too small. I was having to really push to kind of get it to cover the whole nail, and that is not good. We do not want it to be small because you'll get air pockets, and that is not good. So I'm just taking that larger size and just filing just a little bit off the side just to make it fit better. And this is just some Kiss nail glue. I believe I probably got this at Walmart. I'm placing just a tiny bit of glue in the nail well. Then you're just going to carefully slide that on the nail. Apply pressure because, like I said, you do not want air pockets. So really apply pressure and hold that down. I kind of pinch the sides after I know it's dry. And then I layered just a little bit of glue just to kind of make sure, you know, it's going to stay on there good and not break off. So when I do my shapes, I like the coffin. So you can either use nail clippers or you can use the scissors. I prefer the scissors. I'm faster with them. So I trim off the top and then I trim off a little on the sides just to help make the filing process a whole lot easier. So it's not going to be perfect after I trim, obviously, but it makes it so much easier to get that coffin shape that I like. So I first just start out by making sure the top is nice and straight. Then I hold my file flat against the side of the nail or side of the tip and go upwards with it at an angle. As you can see right here, in the whole putting tips on and dipping process, this is definitely the most frustrating or more difficult part, I will say. So just the more you do it, the better you get, and you get faster, obviously. So now we're going in with our drill. I got this drill off of Amazon. I will link it down in the description box. So when you put a tip on, you have a little notch of where the tip is a little bit higher. We want to get that flush with the natural nail. That way when you go to dip, everything is nice and smooth, there's no bumps, and so I just get this bit that came with my drill and it just works perfectly. I'm just kind of focusing it right there where that crease is, where it's setting on the nail, and then I kind of glaze over the tip as well because you want all the shine off, and then you can kind of bring it down on the natural just a bit. If you don't have a drill, I'm showing you right here, you can do the same with filing. It just may take a little longer, but you can still do it, as you can see right here. We're going to go in with our first dip powder. This is from Revel. It is their clear dip powder. Now I always layer clear first just to hide the line where we place that tip. And I start about 3/4 of the way down just so it doesn't get super thick and like chunky at the cuticle. Now, if you're new to dipping, I wouldn't go straight in with the tip and start the whole dipping process. I would definitely just try it on your natural nail if possible. I have another video, actually 2 videos that I can link down below that you can check out if you do not want to use a tip and just start the dipping process and practice. But this is how I do it. I don't like to actually dip my nail into the jar. I like to use cupcake liners, and then I can save the excess powder and pour it right back in when I'm done. So as I said, 3/4 of the way down. Now I'm going to take it down a little bit more. And I apply nice, even, thin coats. It's very, very crucial that you do this so you get a nice, smooth nail. If you happen to get some bumps, That's what's great about having a file, is you can kind of take care of that afterwards, but you want to not have to file a whole lot. So just make sure your coats are nice and even. Here, I'm going to go in one more time with that clear. Now we have our foundation for the actual colors. I'm going to go in with these two shades from Vivi Dip Nails and then Havana from Revel. And then also at the very end, I throw on some of these crystals. I will link where I got them down below. They are not Swarovski, but they look just like it, super cheap. I'm going to go in with the shade Made You Blush on my middle finger, and then also going to place this on my thumb. And these powders are amazing. They cover so good. There is no sheerness to these powders. They are a little thicker than if you're used to using something like Revel or Sparkle & Co. But I really enjoyed using them. As I said, I don't dip. I just kind of pour it over. And I only did two. I only needed 2 coats, which is awesome. So it made the process super quick. So when I'm done, I just pour all of that powder back into the container and move on to the next one. We're going to use the shade Prim and Proper, and I'm going to put this on my pinky, and I'm also going to do an ombre with this sparkly color. I'll show you that in just a second. So again, I do 2 layers of this just to make sure I get enough glitter everywhere. You could just stop at 1, but I wanted a little extra sparkle, so I went in one more time. Take a wood stick if you get a little bit on your finger, not a big deal. It comes right off and keeps it looking nice and clean. Now I'm going to go in with Havana. This color is from Revel, completely different brand, but I did not have a soft nude in Vivi Dip. I think they do have one, but I just didn't have it. I'm going to use this color on my index and also my ring. I'm going to do a little bit of an ombre on my index finger, as you're going to see in just a moment. But with this Revel dip, I only use 2 because it's a light color. Sometimes on the Revel dips, I have to use 3 to 4 for the brighter and darker shades, but just 2 with the Havana. Now the way I like to do my ombres is I apply the base all over the nail, and then I take a small makeup brush and I just start slowly and lightly tapping the glitter and letting it fall on the part that I want to be ombres. I've done more at the cuticle before, but the tip is usually a little easier if you're a beginner. I'm still working on my method. It's not perfect, but it did come out pretty darn good, I will say. And after you get done with any type of chunky glitter, you have to kind of press it down. This will help you tremendously on the filing part and help it look all nice and smooth. So I just get these little finger cots and just kind of lightly press, get everything laid down. Now I'm going to go in with clear. You have to use a clear with any type of extra sparkly chunky glitter, because when you go to file, it could dull the shine of those glitters. It can also kind of start peeling them off because they're just so loosely pressed in there. They're not really like a powder packed on it. So I always go in with a clear coat. Now I'm gonna go in with Revel's Activator. This hardens everything up. So I let that dry for 2 minutes. Now we're ready to drill again. I'm using my mandrel bit with an arbor medium textured band. They come in fine, medium, and coarse. The coarse bands are just too rough. I feel like it starts flaking off the color, and the fine just doesn't smooth it out as good. So I like the medium bands. After you do that, I just go in and file just lightly, just to get those edges looking nice and sharp again. And then this is the best tool ever, the best bit. It makes a huge difference on how your nails lift. If you go in and file around the cuticle area, making sure it's nice and flush with the nail, like it's literally growing out from the nail, it will not lift. This has been a huge game changer once I started doing that. Now the last step is moving on to making the nails super shiny. This is Vivi Dip's gel top coat. No wipe, you don't have to worry about wiping it. You just paint it on and stick it underneath your light for about 60 seconds. And this will give your nails a crazy intense shine. I love this top coat. I prefer gel top coats now over just the regular finishing liquids that tend to come in the dip powder kits. The shine on these are just so much better than just the regular liquids. And after that, I just apply a couple of crystals. This was my first time putting crystals on my nails, and I just used the glue that we glued the tips on, but I got something different for the next time that'll work so much better. But that's it, you guys. That's the end result. Beautiful manicure. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and give it a thumbs up if you want to see more like this. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.